Alright, so now that we've got the toast out the way, Patty, we better fire on that dessert. What are you making us today?
We're going to start with the raspberry jelly. Obviously, jelly takes time to set, so we're going to get this on nice and early, so it's ready for when our pizza's done. Right. We're going to use filtered water, because, as you know, only barbarians use tap water. So you want probably about a cup's worth. That'll do. We don't bother measuring, we're men. Okay, we want to fire the hob on. We'll go 7.
1.
While waiting for that water to boil, here's some moustache facts.
Here's a moustache fact. The king of diamonds, the king of clubs, the king of spades, all have moustaches, but the king of hearts is a bald wanker.
Hitler never actually had a moustache. It was a large mole.
Moustaches were first invented in 1812 to help combat cold face syndrome during the last ice age.
The longest moustache in history belonged to Phil Collins' father.
Moustaches are the man's source of testosterone. When a man can no longer grow a tash, it means his balls have just given up on him. Patty, that looks well and truly boiling, that.
That is boiling. Right, I'll knock the heat off. Take it off. Now, we want to mix in our packet jelly. Give it a good shake.
Is there any point to that, or?
It's just so it's not at the top, so when you rip it, it doesn't spill out everywhere.
Fantastic. Patty's tips!
Open the packet. Now I want to tip it in the water. Be careful not to splash. Glasses. Now you'll see it turn a beautiful red colour. Unless you use an orange jelly, when it should turn orange. You want to get a nice wooden spoon. Don't use metal, because the heat transfers and you'll burn your hand. Now if you're here now, you'd smell all the aromas. I'm getting lots of raspberry. If you get any other smell, you've got a problem. To make sure it's all stirred in, I'm just going to have a little taste. Delicious. Okay. The last thing you want to do is you want to mix in some cold water. Always making sure we're using filters here.
We are not barbarians.
You want about the same as you added in just before you heated it. This will give you some nice quality jelly. Okay, we're going to give it a mix again.
Why don't you just use the same spoon?
Because I've just eaten off that one.
Oh, for fuck's sake, that is a nice hygiene there. Nice hygiene.
Right, this is looking nice and stirred now, okay? What most people normally do, put it in one big bowl, then put that in the fridge to set. As soon as we don't have a big bowl, we're going to ready prepare it and put it in separate bowls each.
It's so cheap.
Saving time. Put them in.
Now, just as a little side note here, just before you put the jelly in the fridge, you might want to smash your fridge light bulb, because everyone knows that light generates heat and you want this to set as quick as possible. So we smashed ours pre-prepared, Blue Peter style. So we're sorry we didn't get to show you that footage. Patty, now that the dessert's prepared, and obviously the starter was served up to Alfie there too, honestly, he seemed to enjoy it, didn't he?
He loved it. He loved it.
Patty, what's next?
Let's get cracking with the pizza.
Pizza! Patty, any questions?
No, let's get cooking. Step number 1.
Right, step number 1 is you're going to have to go through your wardrobe and find yourself a long sleeve t-shirt, right? Now that is because when you're cooking, you need to roll your sleeves up so it looks like you're working a lot harder than you actually are. Now step 2, as we pointed out when we're making toast, is safety. And then step 3, which is obviously like least important, is hygiene. Now you can use Ultra, which is actually for dishwashing, but I always find it makes my hands smell nice. You're going to really want to work the Ultra and the water in there, because otherwise people will call you a smelly fingered fucker, and we don't want that. Alright, now when your hands are burning, that's when you know they're really clean, and that's when you're ready.
Towel.
Thank you very much, that's when you're ready to cook. Now this, the towel was clinically treated earlier by Michael Pattinson then, so that's how we know that it's good. Right then, so first things first, you take your warm water and you want to pour it into this big ass thing here, right? Now usually you would use a bowl because that's what more prepared people do, but we just sort of threw this together this afternoon, and so we're just sort of left without the right stuff. Then you're going to want to take a drink of beer because this shit's getting stressful now. At this point, I would like to ask our tester a question. Looking forward to your pizza?
Yes.
Alright. Now, I don't know if you noticed there, but when I'm nervous and on camera, I rub my nose, so I now need to re-wash my hands. Good stuff, good stuff. Go on and clinically treat. Ah, Bella. Right. Fantastic, right. Bish bosh bonanza, let's get going. I spilled the yeast all over the counter, right? It's the one prepared earlier. Right then. Now you need to take the yeast and you need to pour it on your spoon and then in the water, right? Now you need to be very delicate while you're doing this, because if you don't get the exact right portion amount, you're fucked, right? You don't want it to rise and explode your oven, you just need it to cook. We just want pizza, right? We don't want to repair it. Now that we got lucky, because the yeast didn't just explode, right? So we can take our safety glasses off now and we can just put them with the clinically treated towel. Now, you just want to leave the yeast to sit for about 5 minutes according to Google. Now, it doesn't look right to me. So I'm going to take our last wooden spoon. I'm going to just stir this shit. Just stir it until it looks pretty and stir it until there's nothing left, because we don't really have 5 minutes to waste. Poor little Alfie's hungry and I don't want to feel like a bad father. Now, what you're going to want to do here, apparently, according to the internet, is you're going to want to put 2 teaspoons of salt. Right, my lovely assistant Michael Pinson here, he's going to stir it and, you know, just basically just keep everything.
Now I'm going for an anti-clockwise motion. Just, my hand works best that way. Go clockwise if you like.
Alright, now next we're going to add all of these Raj cups of flour. I'm swearing a lot more now, aren't I? Right.
As drink goes on,
We're going to swear less. There's no more swearing. Right, now after that farce, you're going to need to put some oil in a bowl, right? Just a little amount of oil. You don't want a lot. Now, we'll put some 2 in. No, it's alright, because if you put too much in, you can take it out. Now you're going to want to roll it around the bowl. Preferably, if you've got a bigger bowl than these fucking monstrosities, then then feel free to use them at any moment. This is just, we have to work with what we've got here. Right, now you need to take your dough, which obviously by now will be perfect. Right, you need to roll it around in the oil. Now you need to get not a liberal amount, just a small amount of oil around it. Ah, that's good, that's good. Pat, you're supposed to do the same here.
I'm just
practicing
throwing
and then
into the dough, like a pizza chef. I've got an option now.
Sure. Right, you're going to want to put the dough in there. Right.
Foil or cling film?
Yeah, cling film, man.
Aye, because there's an aluminium foil.
Did I say foil or film?
You said foil?
Film will do.
Check it.
Film will be alright.
Why? I think it's to rise it or something.
Yeah,
And you rip it off. Roll it all nice. Roll it up all nice and nice. Like that. Yes. Look at that, that's nice.
Can that go in the oven?
It doesn't go in the oven.
Plastic on.
Fucking hell. Just keep doing it. Now here's one we made earlier. Now, admittedly, you're not going to make one earlier, are you? Because you're just cooking. But you don't want to stand and watch us fucking watch these for an hour and a half while they settle at room temperature. Now you are going to want to leave them at, as we said earlier, about 85 degrees Fahrenheit. It unfortunately does work out at about 30 degrees Celsius, so as you know you can only make these during the summer. So we're going to make our first pizza out of this and enjoy. By this point your dough is perfect, right? And your customer or family member is probably pretty sick of the way that you've been watching this video for however long you've been watching this video trying to learn how to cook fucking pizza. So you might want to actually involve them and say, what would you like on your pizza, Alfie?
Pepperoni, please.
Any cheese?
Well, yeah, that's an old pizza bit.
Tomato puree?
Alright.
You might have to suggest some things if they're being awkward.
Oh no, because that's a
Should have just ordered pizza. I don't even know how to make one from scratch.
It's just emotional for me. I remember when my mum used to chop onions.
At this point, your customer or family member. Now that your dough is complete, you're probably going to feel a little bit better than me do right now because it's too far too long. Alfie, what would you like on your pizza?
3 hours, anything. 3 hours, anything.
Now, as you can see, this Anchor pizza is going to be fucking. It's going to be awesome. No swearing. Like, now our desk here is really, really loud.
How hungry?
Got so hungry.
Oh, Jesus.
This house.